So, last year, my partner and I were cooking dinner together, and I'm telling him about this absolutely terrible day I had. Like, everything went wrong. I missed the bus, I spilled coffee on my laptop, my boss emailed me at 6 p.m. asking for a report due at 7 p.m. I mean, it was a lot.
Sounds like a Monday.
It was a Tuesday, which is somehow worse. Anyway, I'm telling him all of this, and I look over, and he is on his phone, scrolling, like nothing is happening. And I stopped, and I said, "Are you even listening to me?"
Oof.
And here's the thing. He looked up and said, I promise this is real. He said, "I can hear you, Lila."
Oof, he did not.
He did. And you know what? He was right. Technically, he could hear me, but he was absolutely 100% not listening.
And that, friends, that is today's entire episode in one terrible Tuesday evening. Welcome to Word Nerds. I'm Kai.
And I'm Lila, and today we are cracking open two of the most confused words in the English language, hear and listen. They look similar, they sound related, but they are doing completely different things.
We promise by the end of this episode, you will never mix them up again.
We genuinely promise.
Okay, let's start simple, because we always start simple on this show. And then we go deep. Here's the one-sentence rule. Ready? Write this down if you're listening while doing something safe, like sitting on your sofa.
Not while driving, please.
Not while driving. Okay, one sentence. Hear is something that happens to you. Listen is something you choose to do.
Say it again, Kai.
Hear happens to you. Listen, you choose it.
Think about it this way. You're sitting in a cafe. Someone nearby is having a very loud argument on the phone. You didn't ask for this, you don't want this, but you hear them. You can't stop it. Your ears are just open, always. Hearing doesn't care about your opinion.
But then maybe the argument gets interesting. Maybe you start to lean in a little. Maybe you put down your coffee. Maybe you are now extremely curious about what Marco did at the office party. And now what? Now you are listening.
You turned into a nosy cafe person.
We've all been that person. The point is, the moment you made a choice, the moment your brain said, yes, I want this information, you switched from hearing to listening.
Here's my favorite way to remember it. Hearing is a door that is always open. It's just there. You can't close it. Not even when you sleep, by the way. Your ears never fully switch off. But listening is walking through that door on purpose, with intention.
I love that. Okay, I also have a quick test. I call it the coffee shop test. Ask yourself, could I stop doing this if I wanted to? If the answer is no, that's hearing. If the answer is yes, that's listening.
The coffee shop test. Simple, useful. Let's go deeper.
The coffee shop test. Simple, useful. Let's go deeper.
Okay, story time. This is a real one. When I was about 14, my dad took me to my first proper live concert. A big one. Outdoor stage, thousands of people. I was so excited. And my dad, he's not really a music person. He came because I wanted to go.
That's kind of sweet.
It really is. So we got there, and from the moment we walk in, I can hear the music from outside the venue. Like, the bass is already going through my chest. That's hearing. I didn't choose it. The sound just arrived.
Hearing, passive. The music found her.
Exactly. And then the main act comes on, and I'm listening to every lyric. I know every word. I'm singing along. I'm 100% focused on the sound. That's listening. Active. Intentional.
There it is. I can hear the music, passive, happens to you. I'm listening to the lyrics, active. Your choice.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. The crowd is massive. There's this moment where I heard something drop near us, something loud, like a speaker or a barrier, and everyone flinched. Sudden sound. Unexpected. No choice. That's here.
Because nobody decided to hear that.
Nobody decided anything. And then, my favorite part of the whole night. It was late in the set. The artist started playing the slow song, and the whole crowd went quiet. And my dad, this man who doesn't know a single lyric, he closed his eyes, and he just listened. Really listened. I could see it. His whole body changed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Afterwards, walking to the car, he said, I didn't know music could do that. And I think that's the thing about listening, real listening. It's an act of love, honestly. You are giving someone or something your full attention. That's not small.
And that's why, are you even listening to me? Hits so differently than, are you even hearing me?
Completely different.
Because listening is a choice. And when someone isn't doing it, they're choosing not to. That's what hurts.
So, hear, passive, listen, active and intentional. Now let's do grammar.
Okay, grammar section. Don't run away. We make this fun, I promise. 4 patterns. Let's go. Pattern 1. This is for our B1 friends. A little advanced, but so useful. Hear plus a verb. Listen to these 2 sentences. I heard him cry. I heard him crying. Lila, are those the same?
They are not the same. And this is fascinating. I heard him cry without ing means you heard the whole thing, start to finish, complete.
Yes. I heard him crying with ing means you heard it in the middle. It was already happening. You caught a piece of it.
Same idea as I saw her leave versus I saw her leaving. The ing puts you inside the moment. Without it, you get the whole thing.
Beautiful, right? English is encoding time directly into the verb form.
English is doing so much.
Pattern 2. Listen always needs to. Always. No exceptions. This is the #1 mistake we see from learners.
The wrong version sounds like I was listening music. Nope, there's a missing piece.
The right version, I was listening to music. Listen and to, they're a package deal. You can think of it like this. Listening needs a direction. The to is the arrow pointing at the thing you're giving your attention to.
You listen to a podcast, you listen to your teacher, you listen to your body. Yes, that's a real expression.
You don't listen music, you don't listen your friend. Always listen to. Pattern 3, and this one is gold. The fixed expressions with hear. These are phrases that native speakers use all the time, and they don't follow the simple rule.
Okay, I'll give you the phrases, you give me the meaning. Go. I heard from her yesterday.
She received a message, an email, a call, a text. Hear from someone means they contacted you.
Have you heard about the new cafe on Bridge Street?
Did you receive information about it from any source? A friend, the news, anywhere. Hear about means learn news about something.
I've never heard of that band.
I don't know they exist. I have zero awareness. Hear of is about basic existence in your knowledge, and importantly, it's almost always used in the negative or the question. Have you heard of? I've never heard of.
These 3, hear from, hear about, and hear of, are completely fixed. Learn them as phrases, not as rules.
Pattern 4, and this one confuses even intermediate learners. Why do we say, I can hear you, but never, I am hearing you?
Oh, this is a good one.
Hear is what's called a stative verb, a verb that describes a state, not an action, like know, love, understand. You don't say, I am knowing the answer. You say, I know the answer. Same with hear.
I can hear the rain, not I am hearing the rain.
But listen is an action, an active verb, so it works perfectly in the continuous tense. I'm listening to the rain. Totally fine. Beautiful, even.
The mnemonic I use, and I love this, is here is a spy. Listen is a student. The spy sits in the corner and receives information without doing anything visible. The student is leaning forward, taking notes, completely engaged.
Oh, I'm writing that on my wall.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting because English is not just grammar, it's feeling. And hear and listen carry a lot of emotional weight in ways that no textbook will tell you.
Let's start with this one. Someone is telling you something difficult. Maybe they're upset, maybe they're frustrated, and you say, I hear you.
Now, are you talking about your ears? No, this is not about sound at all. Hear you means I understand, I see your perspective, I acknowledge what you're feeling.
It's empathy. It's one of the most powerful two-word phrases in English for human connection. Therapists use it. Good managers use it. Good friends use it.
And it only works with hear, never listen. You would never say, I listen you. The grammar's wrong and the feeling's wrong. Hear, in this usage, is about receiving someone's truth.
Practice this one, genuinely. Say it to someone this week. Watch what happens.
Next one. You're at an event. Someone just performed, just won something, just did something great. And the host says, let's hear it for Maria.
This means let's applaud, let's cheer, let's make noise for this person. It's celebratory language. You'll hear it at concerts, at award shows, at birthday parties.
And there's the classic British one, hear, hear, which is what members of parliament say when they agree with a speaker. It originally meant hear him, like listen to this person, they're speaking truth. Now it's used a bit more ironically in everyday English. If your friend makes an excellent point about why pizza is better than pasta, you can say hear, hear.
Which is always true, by the way. Pizza is better.
That is a fact, not an opinion.
Now, listen has its own power move. When a native speaker starts a sentence with just the word listen, pay attention. Something is about to shift.
Listen, I need to talk to you about something. Listen, I know you're busy, but listen, this isn't working.
That word listen at the start of a sentence is what linguists call a discourse marker. It's a soft way to say, I'm about to say something important. Are you with me? It can be gentle, it can be firm, but it always signals a shift in conversation.
A word of caution, though, tone matters enormously here. Listen, said gently, is an invitation. Listen, said sharply, is a confrontation. Same word, completely different energy.
And finally, this one's for your emotional English toolkit, a very colloquial one. I am not hearing this.
Dramatic English.
The most dramatic English. It means this information is so unbelievable, so ridiculous, so wrong, I am refusing to accept it. Wait, you paid how much for that coffee? I am not hearing this.
It's disbelief, it's refusal, it's great.
And here's the last emotional distinction, the one that might actually save your relationships. You never listen versus you never hear me.
These feel similar, but they land very differently.
You never listen means you don't pay attention. It's about effort. It's a complaint about behavior.
You never hear me means my words don't reach you. They don't land. I feel invisible. This is about something deeper. It's lonelier somehow.
If someone says, you never hear me, that's a moment to stop everything and really listen.
Okay, welcome to the Mistake Cafe, where we look at real sentences, fix them with love, and nobody gets judged. I'm going to read the sentences, Lila is going to diagnose. Sentence 1. Every morning, I hear to the radio while I eat breakfast.
Ooh, classic swap. The person wants listen because this is active and chosen.
Every morning I listen to the radio. Also, remember, listen needs to, always.
Sentence 2. She was hearing the professor's lecture very carefully.
So the intent here is attention, right? Careful, focused attention. That's listening. She was listening to the professor's lecture very carefully. Hearing can't be careful. Hearing just is.
Sentence 3. I am hearing a strange noise. Do you hear it too?
Almost. The second sentence is perfect. Do you hear it too? That's right. But the first one, I am hearing, that's the stative verb trap. You say, I can hear a strange noise. Use can with hear for states. No continuous form.
And sentence 4. Have you listened of this band? They're amazing.
This is a fixed phrase mistake. Heard of, not listened of. Listen doesn't work with of. Have you heard of this band? That's the one.
And sentence 5, my personal favorite. Listen to me. I am hear you.
Okay, the first part is actually perfect. Listen to me. Great. But I am hear you, two problems. First, it's hear, not listen, except we also can't say I am hearing because stative verb. So what do we say?
I hear you. Simple present. No be, no continuous. I hear you.
Which also works as the empathy phrase. So that sentence could be, listen to me, I hear you. Beautiful, correct, emotional.
The Mistake Cafe. No shame, only growth.
Okay, let's bring it home. We're going back to where we started. Lila's Tuesday. Her partner on his phone. The words that started this whole episode.
Are you even listening to me?
Why is it listening and not hearing?
Because listening is a choice, and I was asking my partner to make it.
You cannot demand that someone hears you. The sound is already there. But you absolutely can, and sometimes you have to, ask someone to listen, because listening requires them to decide, to lean in, to give you the door and walk through it.
That's why it matters. That's why these two words are not the same.
Okay, slow down moment. Here are 3 sentences to take with you. We're going to say them slowly. If you're somewhere safe, repeat after us.
I can hear the music, but I'm not really listening to it.
I can hear the music, but I'm not really listening to it.
I heard from my sister last week. She told me some interesting news.
I heard from my sister last week. She told me some interesting news.
I hear you. That sounds really hard.
3 sentences, 3 levels, 3 uses that native speakers reach for every day. Your challenge for this week, and we're serious about this, text someone the phrase, I hear you, in response to something they've said. Could be a friend, a family member, a colleague. Just use it, naturally. See what happens.
Notice how it lands. Notice if the conversation changes. Language is just theory until you use it.
And one more thing. Remember Lila's dad at the concert? Eyes closed, whole body changed.
He had never listened to music like that before. And here's the thing about that. He didn't learn a new word. He didn't study English. He just made a choice to receive something fully.
That's what listening is. It's a small, deliberate act of opening up.
And English has a word for each half of that. The opening, hear. The choosing, listen. Both are beautiful. Both are necessary.
That's it for today's episode of Word Nerds. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
If you're on YouTube, hello, we see you. Please subscribe. It genuinely helps us keep making these episodes. We are brand new, we are scrappy, and every single subscriber means the world.
And wherever you're listening, leave us a comment or a review. Tell us, what word do you always mix up in English? We might make a whole episode about it.
Next week on Word Nerds, we are tackling a phrase that every intermediate learner needs when their life shifts. We are looking at the massive difference between used to, get used to, and be used to.
Oh, the ultimate life change grammar. I used to live in a warm country versus I am finally getting used to the dark winters.
Exactly. One is a dead habit from your past, and the other is a dynamic struggle in your present.
It's a fantastic topic. Come back for it.
I'm Lila.
I'm Kai.
And we're
Word Nerds. See you next week.